My name's Beth. I'm a piano teacher. I've been teaching piano for 14 years now, and today I'm going to take you through one of my favourite piano repertoire collections, Central Keyboard Repertoire. This is my go-to for early intermediate level Baroque and classical level pieces. It contains 100 pieces that are grade 1 to grade 4 level, with a lot of those pieces being grade 1 and grade 2 level. So when my students get out of piano method books, which for me means the end of level 2B, we start working on other repertoire collections, and this is the book that we use for the Baroque and classical components of my students' learning. It's a book that I used myself when I was a kid. I pride myself on being a piano teacher who, as you can see from the bookshelf behind me, is constantly looking for what's new and what's great that's just come out. But when it comes to collections of Baroque and classical pieces, I don't think anything better has come out since then. I think this is a very well thought out collection. We've got all of, well, no, I can't say that, that would be overstating it, but a lot of big names, famous composers that you would have heard of from those eras. So we've got Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Haydn, Schubert, Schumann, Tchaikovsky, and then we've got my two favorite 20th century composers. Well, again, okay, not necessarily my favorite, but up there, Kabalevsky and Bartók. Kabalevsky, I think, is one of the best composers there has ever been for writing children's music, so it's not overstating to say he's definitely one of my favorites. And I think those two composers alone bring a lot to this book, but it really is an amazing collection in that there are just not any dull and boring pieces that are just there to fill the book out. I honestly think each piece has been carefully thought of and intelligently added to this book. It's just a gorgeous collection. So I like it for setting a strong foundation at a grade 1 and grade 2 level. However, where you're a more advanced student wanting to work on your sight reading skills, it would be great for that too, because there are just so many pieces. This book has a lot of pieces that you will find in exam books. So you'd be pretty hard pressed to find an ABRSM or a Trinity grade 1 or 2 book that does not have at least one of the pieces from this book in it. And that's just because it's full of like timeless favorites that pop up again and again from those eras. It's a really good overall collection of the best pieces, I would say, that were written for children or for people learning piano by famous composers. So that's another one of the amazing things about this book. All the pieces are in their original form. So this is not simplified versions of orchestral pieces or more advanced pieces that have been simplified by an outside arranger. These are pieces that were written in that form by these famous composers. An example of a piece that every kid loves to play is Arabesque by Bergmüller. A grade 1 piece, really quite easy to play, but it's super thrilling to play and fun to play, and all kids always love it. And there's a lot of other pieces like that that if you're a piano teacher, you will look through this book and go, I've seen that a lot of times. But they're favorites. It's a good collection of all of those pieces in one book. Now, a silly thing that I really like about this book, but that actually is a big deal if you've ever dealt with a book that closes in on itself while you're playing, this book is spiral bound, so ta-da! It just sits flat on any page that you open it to, so you can concentrate on playing and not wrestling with your book. I'm now going to play you some pieces from this book so you can hear what the actual pieces sound like and see if it's what you're looking for. I just want to say before I get into that, this is a book that has really stood the test of time for me. I really enjoy playing from it. I really enjoy teaching these pieces to my students and hearing them enjoy them as well. And so I really hope that you enjoy this book too.